To receive notifications about our daily shows, interact directly with our hosts, and more, download our mobile app on Google Play and App Store by simply searching Morocco English Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Morocco English Radio. I'm Jalal JIHAZI. For our today's session of Good Morning Morocco, we are pleased to host two gentlemen from India that lives in Morocco, Mr. Vineet, the founder and CEO of MoneyIN, and Mr. Arif Esa, the founder and CEO of MoneyIN. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we can go into a deep dive of the discussion and brief the audience about your solution, your story in Morocco, can you please give a short introduction to yourselves or to our audience about yourselves, please?
Yes, sure. Good morning, Morocco. My name is Vineet, and I'm from India, and we are staying in Marrakesh, one of the beautiful city in Morocco, I would rather say. Please, people from Casablanca and Mohammedia don't get offended.
Oh, we are so far.
No. It's nothing personal, but
as soon as you mentioned, actually, I'm from Marrakesh, people are like, damn, yeah, that's
yeah, really.
Lucky you guys.
Anyway, just we are here since last more or less, you can say 10 years.
Okay.
We have different experience. We tried different things, but now we are focusing on our digital banking platform named MoneyIN, and this is our short introduction.
Very good. Thank you very much. Mr. Arif?
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. And
Thank you
for inviting us to the show. Good morning, Morocco. And essentially, well, I'm originally from United Kingdom, born and raised there. My family's from India. And we decided to individually move over to Morocco in Marrakesh, maybe about 10 years now, and ultimately start a new adventure.
Very good. So how did you guys decide to start with MoneyIN? Was it the first experience? Was it the first company that you created in Morocco, or did you start your venture before MoneyIN, then you just created MoneyIN a couple of years back?
No. Well, once we came here, we was focusing on mining business.
Okay.
As our background in India in mining business. So we did like a lot of research and development. We spent quite a lot of time, money, but until now we didn't find interesting project due to some various reasons. I would not like to mention here right now.
Yep.
And as we were discussing now, sometime before, like during COVID,
Yep.
that's the time when we really realize the necessity of and importance of digital banking. And me and Arif, we both was doing research about Morocco and need of the society on this digital platform. And that time we decided to launch our digital banking project here in Morocco.
Very good. So Mr. Arif, you come from a digital background, from IT background?
Yeah, so essentially I come from a finance background.
Okay.
So originally we have our company in Africa, in West Africa, in Ghana.
Okay.
So we started the financial consulting for the actual government, where
Yeah.
we do the infrastructures and rebuilding and debt financing, etc. from there. Coming to Morocco, we realized the infrastructure was much more advanced and much more developed from the rest of the world,
Absolutely.
including more developed than the UK and Europe, in my opinion anyways. So we decided to, like Vineet said, is go deep dive into it.
Yep.
And see how we can further explore this opportunity and see how we can contribute to the society. And the creation of MoneyIN came.
Yeah. Was it the fact that you feel that Morocco is a country that offers all the platforms for a success, for digital mainly, and for applications or for anything related to banking, with as well a big market that's not well saturated? Was it really the case?
Yeah, well, I see. Morocco, what we discovered is that compared to Europe and England, the technology exists. It really does. And as we got deeper and more research into it, we realized that actually it's more advanced than the rest of the world.
Yep.
But people don't know this. There's no communication out there that people are trying to, should we say, promote it.
Yep.
The law unfortunately, as yet, is not fully developed enough
Yep.
to make people realize that this technology exists.
Yep.
But look at it this way.
Yep.
Over 6 billion in transactions have occurred for internationally to Morocco.
Absolutely.
So why not?
Yep.
Why can't we do this? And that's why me and Vineet got together and decided, well, look, we can take our experience and actually make a better solution for the people, give people what they deserve. Why do people have to go overseas to do transactions when they can keep it in the Moroccan economy?
Within the Moroccan economy. That's fantastic. So talk to us, guys, about this concept of MoneyIN. Where is it? What does it do? How does it work? To make it more simple, let's say my mom or my dad is listening and they don't know much things about digitalization and you know whatever transactions goes through applications like MoneyIN. How does it work? How your application works and how does it make money?
Well, think about it this way. You've got a mobile phone.
Okay.
You've got an active number. Just register to the application and voila. You can send money now to anywhere in the world practically.
Okay.
Just by SMS. So we've tried to simplify things in such an easy way that anyone can actually use it.
Okay.
And that's why we've developed such a straightforward platform essentially. So it's your personal bank in your pocket.
Okay. Okay. And how does it link with the currency bureau, with Office de Change of Morocco, to get all the authorizations to be able, as we know, we as a person, we have different structure and procedures to transfer money abroad than a company in Morocco. They are, everywhere in the world, but in Morocco it's quite special because we have an entity for our audience. We have an entity in Morocco that regulate that. It's called Office d'Échange or Currency Bureau that approves those transactions before they can go abroad. How do you guys collaborate with that? How do you get the approvals for that, etc.? How does it work?
Well, we're actually still going through the final approval stages.
Okay.
So we're not 100% launched as yet.
Very good.
But what we've actually done is we've created, we've introduced a blockchain system into Morocco.
Okay.
So ultimately, money never leaves the economy.
Fantastic.
We found a unique way where every country can be satisfied by keeping the money in the local system. And we're probably the only company, Moroccan company, that successfully brought international companies into Morocco to adapt to these changes. And won't go into the secrecy of it, but
100%.
We've found a way to keep everyone satisfied.
That's very good. Look, we don't want to actually, guys, expose you are still in the launch phase.
Yeah.
That's very good. Just this actually brings back to my mind some of the success stories about payments in Morocco. Well, a lot of people don't know much about some of the companies in Morocco, like HPS, for example, which is a very known company. It's high payment systems, which actually it's one of actually the Moroccan companies that produce bank cards and security for some of the biggest banks. And some people, they really sometimes, when you tell them the story, they don't believe you. You can say, well, we have a Moroccan company producing bank cards for some of the international and well-developed countries like Australia, like US, like GCC, etc. It's possible. I believe that just this segment of marketing, people, they don't know about it because it doesn't touch consumers. But when you are in the field, as you gentlemen, you definitely know those companies. We have M2M,
Yep.
we have M2T. I guess I'm mentioning some of the Moroccan solutions that they are all quite linked into your ecosystem, right?
Of course.
Yep.
It is. So we have to work with everyone. And that's the beauty of our company anyways, is we're willing to collaborate with every single person.
Okay.
We don't see anyone as a competitor.
Okay.
And we're one of the only companies that actually don't charge the user. So when you first originally ask us how do we make money, we have a unique way,
Okay.
but we don't actually pass that charge on to the actual consumer. So everyone can benefit from what we're rewarding as a society as well.
Well, I congratulate you for that, guys. It's very
Thank
good. What about the development of this actually applications? Did you guys rely on local resources or a mix between India and Morocco? Because I believe it requires some quite advanced technology there, and India is very known in terms of the development. That's my own point of view.
See, our software team
Yeah.
is in India.
Okay.
And our software platform is ready.
Okay.
We applied our payment distribution license in Central Bank, Bank
Okay.
Al Maghrib in Morocco,
Very good.
and we are waiting for our final approval.
That's very good. That's very good. My second question is, you guys or maybe now a bit far from MoneyIN. Tell us a little bit about you as Indian, as foreigners, current residents of Morocco. How was your experience for the last 10 years? Was it difficult for you actually to adjust to Morocco? Did you guys notice any change in Moroccan economy, in Moroccan procedures, in how Morocco is dealing with attracting investors like you? Because I'm really pleased today to see some foreigners coming to Morocco, talking very good about Morocco and staying for so long in Morocco and looking for the years ahead. So what do you have to tell us about that?
See, as far as our experience is mixed kind of experience. Okay, there is nothing easy, nowhere.
100%.
In any
Ups and
country.
downs.
So we have a lot of struggle. Initially, we didn't knew about how people mentality, thought process, how system work here. We learned.
Yep.
We had some bad and of course some good experience as well.
Yep.
And initially we was not giving like as a serious as we are now.
Yep.
Because with the time, with all this struggle, we really met some nice people. We really had some good contacts, and we know now potential of to work in Morocco.
And your solution, is it aiming only for the local Moroccan market, or as well are you thinking about exporting this solution somewhere elsewhere?
We're actually
Yep.
launching in multiple countries.
Yep.
So it's not about just Morocco.
Okay.
It's a Moroccan company, Moroccan headquarters.
Okay.
But the idea is so we can connect the whole of Africa into the rest of the world. So if we all unite together and work as one team, that's essentially what we're trying to achieve. So yeah, it's Morocco, Africa, and Europe.
And is it going to be mainly a B2B application or a B2C application or a C2C? Is it between consumers basically? Yeah.
It's for everyone.
For everybody.
We've catered for the enterprises, catered for the local merchants, the everyday person, catered for students and expats ultimately, because some of the issues we found was how do we actually make transactions within Morocco as an expat ourselves, or how do we accept wages into the bank accounts when the system's so complicated.
Yep.
So we've targeted from our experience and implemented this into our platform.
Have you done some benchmarks in Morocco, like try to understand who are your competitors at the moment in Morocco?
We have.
Is there any big competitor? We don't have to mention names, basically, but my whole idea is your idea a breakthrough, unique for this country?
For us, it is.
That's great.
Because ultimately what we believe it is an all-in-one pit stop, basically.
Then we should hold you guys. After you develop it, you're not leaving anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
No.
We're here to stay.
And
Well,
you
Mr.
know,
Vineet starts saying, well, no. I'm taking the idea somewhere else.
now we are not going anywhere. For sure.
Absolutely. Well, definitely, you should think big. Very good. Why the choice of Morocco beside the fact of beautiful, because I believe Marrakesh is one of the nice countries and it's a beautiful country. When you compare to Morocco to any of the African countries, what did you see unique in Morocco compared to others from an investment perspective?
First is opportunity, of course.
Yep.
And Morocco geographical location is very well placed. It's like you can say, as you know, gateway of Africa and Europe. And before came to Morocco, we did our research and development in many African countries, and we found Morocco is the safest country to live and work with, regardless to point any other countries.
Yep.
And they have it has beautiful weather, always, all time, and we found there is some plus minus points everywhere.
Yep.
But as far as our business goal and professional goal is concerned, Morocco is a perfect country for us.
I believe now the Morocco Now, I'm 100% sure you're aware of how Morocco Now campaign is. It's basically looking at the 360s and the challenges that actually investors are facing and how you can solve them to make it more easier. And we start noticing it, not only for startups, but as well for big corporates.
Yeah.
We became one of the largest car exporters in Morocco.
Yeah.
One of the most competing car exporters, because sometimes we do it actually over Morocco English radio, and we speak about that. You can actually build a car in China cheaper than Morocco, but the cost now of shipment, shipping it from China, you're looking at transit time no minimum than 1 month. Then you're looking as well at the cost to actually reach Europe, where in Morocco you are 12 kilometers across from Europe, where you can basically do that. The culture as well it's close to Europe. We are more so the strategic location is really amazing. And Morocco is shifting to become an investment hub for Africa. So anything that you open here, you will get investors from other countries looking after you to be your franchisee or to actually open your branch or be more open to that. When we speak about the banking system, Morocco was actually saluted recently for its transparency, for money laundering. Bank of Maghrib just been awarded recently as one of the actually best countries, and they implemented the latest procedures of the World Bank and IMF to make sure that there is no money laundering there. That means we are quite transparent. The books of Morocco are quite open. If there is anything happening, that means it's quite exposed. And that's what creates I believe, on my side, what creates the competitiveness of Morocco. So my next question to you guys is regarding the investment of India and Indians in Morocco. Do you guys have colleagues, friends, other companies that you know that they are from India and they manage to came and invest in Morocco?
Yes, now things are changing. Many companies, corporate, even government of India are very interested to find some strategic partnership. Especially they just recently signed one deal with OCP, and they are looking much further. And I would like to mention this role of Morocco Now program. They really did a fantastic job. Because okay, I'm just being Indian, I will talk about India. If I compare like 5 years back, there was not that much of awareness of what is the opportunity is available in Morocco, and being a French and Arabic language barrier, people who are least interested that time. Now things are changing. They are realizing that there is no language barrier. Of course, official language being French and this Arabic. They know now just Morocco is diversified towards English program, English language. A lot of majority of youngsters, young peoples who are traveling here, they all speak English. And we, you will never believe, me and Arif living here 10 years, we don't speak French and Arabic.
You still don't.
We are comfortable with English.
Very good. I believe that's one of the reasons why you choose Marrakesh as well.
Especially in Marrakesh, everybody, even a taxi driver sometimes.
Fantastic.
And once they know that, they ask where we are from, I says India. They says, okay, Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan.
So they even start speaking in India with you guys. Well, Marrakesh is the Dubai of Africa. That's though we can say it that way, because it's a quite multinational city. You have all nationalities coming to Marrakesh, and the people of Marrakesh, with time, they get used to tourists and they speak all the languages. When you go to Jama al-Fna of Marrakesh, you can see those sellers. They speak German, Japanese, Russian, English, Arabic. They speak all languages, and that makes it more easier. Now, regarding the rest of the country, then we are working on it. I believe that's our mission right now as well as Morocco English Radio, is to help people speak more language. Morocco is into that switch. You mentioned Morocco Now. It's not Maroc maintenant in French. Right now you can see it's Morocco Now. The whole word is in English as well. So we are trying as well to tell the world that we are becoming more international. We are capable of dealing with international. So you mentioned India is more interested at the moment with Morocco.
Yes, I know many just companies. I know just one of biggest company in India, Adani Group. They are also interested in hydro.
The hydrogen?
Green hydrogen.
The green hydrogen program.
With OCP, That's with
OCP, yes. Yep. And they are eyeing on European market. So they see, Morocco, they club with Africa and Europe.
Yep.
That's why they're keen to invest and they're keen to work out in Morocco.
Yep. Yeah. Myself, I believe that India and Morocco have a lot of things in common. We almost have quite similar economy as well, because we're quite linked to agriculture. Phosphate is very important for India.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I believe that there is a good joint venture right now between India and OCP. It's very important. They're doing a lot of things together. Even India recently decided for its own safety of food not to export actually some of the key phosphates abroad. That's a lot of strategic cooperation actually going on between India and Morocco into those fields. From a technology perspective, do you guys see any Indian companies interested about Morocco?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Most of the technology companies actually want to come to Morocco and Africa.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Africa in general, they talk about Morocco.
Yeah.
So I think Morocco is probably one of the fastest developing countries in Africa. So it makes perfect sense. And like you said, Morocco now, they've diversified completely. And 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it didn't exist.
Absolutely. So what do you think we should do better, Vineet and Arif? You've been here through 10 years and you are the best example of actually entrepreneurs going through all the challenges that we have and maybe saying, well, this probably could be done better. What do you think we should actually broadcast as a message can be done better to make it more easier for foreign entrepreneurs coming to Morocco?
Okay, there are a couple of things we pointed during this journey. But majority, if these foreign companies or entrepreneur can, communicate directly with concerned ministries and government directly, without any hassle or without any long process, it will helpful for them.
Yeah. Okay. Any points on that, Mr. Arif?
Yeah, I think Vineet covered it well, and mainly I think Morocco's moved in the right direction. It just needs to speed up the digitalization.
Yeah.
If they can speed that up, then I think it's a no-brainer for anyone who wanted to invest further into Morocco.
Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right. We were speaking about it on the break time, about the e-gov and making everything digital, because that's what's going to facilitate things. When you look at India and you look at someone from India, an investor or anyone who actually would like to visit Morocco, India is a big country. You don't have to travel all the way down to where the consulate or the embassy is to apply for your visa. So right now, India is on the list of e-visas, so they can apply for an e-visa from anywhere in India.
Exactly.
Without actually going through that. A lot of work is done through the e-gov and through making everything digital. All we need is a speed for that.
Yeah, more speed and more seamless. So when they first started to go digital, it was a bit slow, but now look at it, a visa in less than a week.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Well, if you told me that 5-10 years back that Morocco will be moving to digital, so that's impossible. But you look at it now, many things are happening. You look at the new ID, you can probably do many things right now online. The whole banking system is online. Well, they have no choice because the whole banking is related on technology. It cannot be done except technology. And we find it as well quite interesting because we tell actually investors, once you create the procedure, then you can do all your corporate banking from anywhere in the world, the payroll, paying your taxes, anything related to that. Yeah.
See, this COVID situation just really make us realize in a very manner. And I remember that at that time I was in Marrakesh. I stuck in that 6-month period in Marrakesh. So I was following one spiritual program, Indian spiritual program. So they says like, if you cannot go outside, go within you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we digged out, me and Arif both then realized what we can do, how we can improvise situations.
Yeah.
And that time we cannot go even bank, we cannot go even ATM, we cannot go even anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I talk about similar situation, India before 10 years, there was no digital banking or this digital platform.
Yep.
And today, even if you go to the local hawkers to buy a vegetable, he will pay digitally.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Rickshaw, auto rickshaw, taxi, anywhere, everything is digitalized.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And same we are eyeing and we are working for Morocco.
Very good. Where do you see Morocco in terms of the payment system situated compared to other countries? Because I believe there are some other countries in terms of payment applications that they are kind of advanced for many years. I believe Kenya, for example, was one of the leading countries in terms of applications related to that. Yeah. Do you see any other countries actually leading the way?
You've got Tanzania. Almost 100% of the citizens are using it.
Fantastic.
India, again, which is taken over, probably the market leaders now in digitalization in payment systems.
Yep.
I think Morocco's catching up.
Yep.
It just needs a little bit more of adjustment, a little bit more of embracement by the people, and inshallah, it'll take
I believe
off.
it's going to happen. Look, the change, there is always the management of change takes time. But there is a curve of where people will start be more aware they will apply it into their daily lives, then they will understand the use of it. I mean, look at a couple of years back, no one believed that we could do everything from a mobile. And look at our lives now. Everybody, actually, even people in a certain age, they all understand the use of a mobile and understand how important it is. That's going to happen to money, and that's going to be more digital, electronic while we're moving forward.
Well, it's more convenient.
And more convenient.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Mr. Arif, Mr. Vineet, it was a real pleasure hosting you today.
Yeah, thank you.
Likewise, Mr. Jalal.
Before we can close this session, and as we usually do, we ask our guests about their future plans in Morocco. What are your plans? What are you planning except MoneyIN and taking it away from Morocco? I'm going to take you on that, Mr. Vineet.
My future plan, I'm not going to away from Morocco at the moment.
We're keeping you
I'm not
hostage.
even
You're not
thinking.
going anywhere. You should not think about going anywhere at the moment.
Rest with the time, we will come back to you.
Fantastic. So any business plans in the future except MoneyIN at the moment, or your whole focus is on this?
No, at the moment we are focusing on money.
Fantastic. We wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
Mr. Arif, any plans, or you definitely stick to his plans as well? So you're quite aligned. MoneyIN is what's coming up, yeah?
I think MoneyIN is always going to be Moroccan.
Fantastic.
So Morocco doesn't have anything to worry about, but we will make it probably the fastest growing unicorn in the world. That's our challenge, and that's what we're achieving right now.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to host Mr. Vineet and Mr. Arif, the CEOs and founders of MoneyIN. And to brief you back, just in case you joined us in the between this actually conversation, MoneyIN is an application related to money transfer, and it's developed in Morocco by the two gentlemen from India that lives in Morocco for the last 10 years. We enjoyed actually talking to you guys. Thank you very much for coming in to Morocco English Radio.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much, Morocco, to giving us space and giving us
Best
everything
hospitality.
what we was looking for. Thank you very much.
You are the right example of entrepreneurs that we would like to have in Morocco, Vineet. Thank you very much for doing what you're doing today.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was Good Morning Morocco with Mr. Vineet and Mr. Arif. Stay with us, and we'll be back right after the music break.